Hi, how are you today? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad you choose this tutorial video. Do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. I have hundreds over videos, so do check them out. And today I'm gonna make the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbuster. So you will need some of these colors, and I have this where I intend to add this on the head so that you can hang it on your back. You can either use this end to attach the Marshmallow Man, or you can use this end, depending whether you want to attach this to your phone or you're gonna attach this to your back. So depend which end you're gonna use. Or if you don't have this, you can use you can crochet a chain, a foundation chain, just a chain, just so that you can hook it, tie onto your bag. Or you can also use keychain, or you can just have the amigurumi just like that as a toy and leave it on the table. So I'm using cotton yarn. These are 5-ply cotton yarn, and you would also need a little bit of stuffing, and I am going to use a 3.5 mm hook. Okay, now let the fun begin. Okay, the Marshmallow Man has a square head. No, I would say a bit rectangle head. So I'm gonna start by making a magic circle, a magic ring you can call it, and inside this ring you're gonna do 10 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you pull this tight, and you go to the first stitch. Okay, now if you do not know where is the first stitch, you can count back from the V shape here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you see the V shape here? Okay, this is white. A bit difficult, I guess. Well, when you hands on, then you get to see. I'm gonna do 1 single crochet in the first stitch. I'm gonna add a marker to remind myself this is the first stitch. Then I'm going to do 3 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. Out of this 1, 2, 3, I add a marker in the middle stitch. Then I'm going to do 2 single crochet. 1, 2, and I'm going to do 3 single crochet into the next stitch. 1, 2, 3. So again, out of these 3, put a marker in the middle stitch. Then I'm going to make 1 single crochet, followed by 3 single crochet in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. So out of this 1, 2, 3, put a marker in the middle. Here I have 1 stitch, here I have 2, here I have 1, here I should have 2 stitches. 1, me see, because the one is the width and the other one is, yep, this is a 2, this is a 1 single crochet followed by this 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 1 2 3. So here I should have 2 1 2 2 stitches. Then I'm going to do 3 single crochet into the same stitch. 1 2 3, and out of these 3 I'm gonna put a marker in the middle one, the middle stitch, so you can see it's kind of like a rectangle, because this side the gap is 1 stitch away and this side is 2, so one side is wider than the other side. And don't forget this marker, because this marker is the first stitch. We would still need to know where is the first stitch. So now this stitch does not count. So long you see a stitch, you just do 1 single crochet. And remember, this is the first stitch, so I just add a marker to remind myself this is the first stitch, and if I want to end it, this should be the ending part. Okay, so 1 crochet, 2 single crochet. So you just do single crochet on every stitch, but when you see a marker, the marker stitch, you're gonna do 3 single crochet. 1 2 and 3. This will create a corner again. So out of these 3, add a marker. And again, you see stitches here, you just do single crochet, no increase or decrease, just single crochet. And a marker here, you do 3 single crochet. 1 2 3. Again, I'm gonna add a marker in the middle stitch out of the 3. Then again, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet. Then you come to the marker, you do 3 single crochet. Oops. 1 2 3, and put in the middle here. Then you do single crochet, again your marker, do 3 single crochet. 1 2 3, add a marker in the middle, this is row 3, and this row 3 you should have 26 stitches. Yeah, I forgot to mention that we started with 10 stitches. Row 2 you should have 18 stitches, and row 3 you should have 26 stitches. Sorry, row 2, yeah, row 2 18, row 3 26 stitches. And now we are at row 4. Now you see, don't forget this stitch here, I have not reached my marker yet, so continue with this stitch. Now I'm gonna start to do single crochet only on the back loop, so which means starts from here. This is the starting point. So this is the part where I'm going to start with the back loop. Back loop means if you see this V shape here, this one is the front loop and this one is the back loop. So now I'm going to do single crochet only on the back loop. But when I come to the marker here, I will skip this stitch and go straight to the next stitch, which makes the square more square. If this corner we do not skip that stitch, you don't have this squarish thing, you become round again in the bottom, but the top will be square. So you just do single crochet all around, only on the back loop, and always skip the one with the marker. This is the last one with the marker, and you come back here. So this part here, you can see actually the line went down this way. No problem, because Mushroom Man is gonna wear a cap, and this cap would be here. Make sure it's here to cover this part here, so that you won't see that the line went off, you know. I didn't do the other way of I don't need to, because there's another way where you it will go straight here, but I find that there's no need to do that because I'm gonna have a cap to cover it. So this way it's faster. I don't have to pull from the back to the front and make this line purposely in line. So now this is row 4. Row 5 until row 7, you just do single crochet all around, 2 loops, not only the back loop, you make 2 loops. You just do single crochet all around. Oops, it got tangled. Wait, let me do that again. Okay, and don't forget to add your marker. And just do single crochet all around from row 5 until row 7. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of row 7. So these few rows you should have 22 stitches, and now the final row, row 8, the last row, you're gonna do single crochet in the next 2 stitch, 1, 2, and you're gonna do a 2 together. Then you're gonna do 1, 2, 3 single crochet. Then you do a 2 together, or you call it a decrease. And now it's 1, 2, then you do a 2 together, and 1, 2, 3, you do a 2 together, and the last one, 1, 2, and you do a 2 together. So this is the last stitch. I'm going to go to the next stitch, do a slip stitch, and chain one and pull tight, kind of make a knot here, and make sure you have a long tail. To sew this onto the body, I would think I need a longer tail because it's kind of big hole here. And make sure this part here, you see the lines, this is where we're gonna make the cap, place the cap. Oops. Okay, now I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna do the cap. Okay, now I'm gonna make the head. I'm gonna start with a magic ring. You're gonna do 6 single crochet into this magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet. Then you go to the first stitch. It's pulled too tight just now. I'm gonna do increase, which means I will do 2 single crochet in every stitch. So this is 1 increase, 2 increase, 3 increase, 4 increase, 5 increase, then you have 6 increase. So this row I should have 12 stitches. And now I'm going to do single crochet only on the back loop. I'm gonna pull from here, pull it from the back, once you pull it from the back, oops, let me do that again. Pull this all the way from the back to the front. Okay, now you pull it from the back, from the front, you pull it over. Edge. Okay. Did it? It doesn't look right. Let me get that right first. Okay, got it right. So now I pull it from the back to the front, and I go back to this first stitch here, and I go to the back loop, and I do a single crochet. And from here on, I'm going to do single crochet only on the back loop. So this is considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should have 12 of it. Okay, now 12. You will see it kind of go down like this, like a cap. And you see this line here doesn't go down, it goes straight. But there's this gap here. It's okay. So from here, I need to change color. Now you can pull it from the front, pull it over like this. And now I'm gonna change to blue color because the cap has one row of blue color. So I'm just going to do single crochet all around. You just go to this first stitch and do single crochet all around, but using this blue color. Then one glance you will see that you have a row of blue color in the cap like this. See, one row of blue color. Or if you don't want to see this zigzag thing, that's another way. I mean, if you don't mind seeing this, then you continue. But if you do not want to see this, there's another way where you still need this white, which means every single stitch, the bottom part you still yarn over with the white, but the top part you yarn over with the blue. That way you will get a straight line. Or you can do this. Wait, let me. Means I hold this near to the edge and you just bring it over and put through the blue. This yarn here, this white working yarn, you just place your finger here nearest to the stitch and you just grab the yarn over and put through blue. So here you do not have to let go, if you can do that. I mean, to some this is kind of tough, then you just do it your way, any way that you think is easier for you, your convenient. Oops, where's my, okay. Then you have a row of blue color and you don't have to purposely make a sew a stretch of blue at the bottom. Just do this. So you just grab the white yarn. Just make sure your finger is always here. Make sure it's very near this stitch here. And you just yarn over. And when you come to the end here, just slip stitch. And there you have a row of blue in this cap. Oops. Okay, let me get some red yarn for the ribbon on top. Okay, I leave a long tail for sewing, to sew it onto the head, and those other tails all this tail, I just tie a knot and push it back inside here. So before you do that, just let it dangle outside here first, because I need to attach that the top part, the ribbon part. So you start with the blue. If you notice that the top part actually has kind of like a blue button before the red ribbon drops down from the head. So start with the blue. First you make a knot. Okay, this is just my habit of making a knot. Then you chain 2, 1, 2. Okay, maybe chain 3. You chain 3, and you go back to the stitch here, the first stitch here, like as if you're going to yarn over to make a single crochet. So I am going to yarn over, but I am also going to change it to red color. Change it to red. And you chain, let's see, maybe chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this long enough? It will dangle until here. Yep, I think 6 is enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here I'm gonna cut the yarn. Make sure I leave a bit of a tail because I'm gonna work my way back. And also cut the yarn here, the blue. Okay, set this aside. Let's see. I'm going to work on all these bum sides. I wouldn't say that this will look like a slip stitch, but oh, this is just my way of hiding this. I do not want to cut until here and tie a knot, so it will look like it will come off easily. So I just go through all this hum here. Just leave this like this. No doubt the actual ribbon, actually there's a split here, which I don't think I want to do that. Wait, let me see, maybe I can, no, not really. I just leave it like this. And just work my way up to the top. And bring it inside here. Bring this one here. Oh, I should bring the blue. So this should be dangling here like this. Then gonna bring over all this. Let's see if I can bring all 3 one shot. Then I don't have to do this 3 times. Okay, let's see, hopefully, yeah, I think so. Just bring it over slowly. Don't pull anything too tight, you know, like this. Okay, just make sure that it does have a bit of a blue here. Is this long enough? Then you pull a bit of this, or maybe you should make one stitch here to make it kind of stay. Just one stitch, because if not, because it's just a chain 8, it will like stay straight. So I'm going to do this. It looks kind of messy now, but I hope once I sew it onto the head, it won't look so messy. Here I'm not sure what I should do with this, because how it will look like, it does have a bit of a blue. Maybe I would make 1 or 2 stitches here to make it look natural, you know, like this, and the red comes out from the top here. Maybe this you would need some sewing. Use normal thread and needle. Just make 1 or 2 stitch to make it look like as if this red color comes up from this blue button. And this part here, you just pull tight, and once I sew this onto the head, you won't be able to see this. So I'll come back to you once I have this nicely attached. Now it looks like a mess. Let me get rid of all this. This I'm gonna hide inside here. Oops. And this too. Gonna hide everything inside here. And you do not need stuffing because you have all this. Ooh, look at that. I forgot to, you know, sometimes you just didn't pull enough of the yarn, so it comes out like this. Okay, I'll redo that and make it better, but I hope you get the idea of how I'm doing it. If you have any other way of doing this, instead of using crochet you use a ribbon, you can do that. I don't have any ribbon this tiny at the moment. Okay, now I'm gonna sew this onto the head and make sure we do it on this part here, because the line didn't come exactly here, it went down. So cover this part and make sure this red one is this side. This red part here, I did 1 stitch here and 1 stitch here using the tail. There's one here and here, so that it won't stand up like this, it will come down like this. And here I did not make any stitch, I just leave it as it is, like this, just a dot of blue color on top. And hide all this tail inside to plump up the head. So now I'm going to sew the head first before I do the rest. Okay, this is the part, the crooked line here. Cover this up. Gonna use blue yarn to stitch. Just make 1 stitch here. Just check and see if that's the right spot. Shape it around, make sure it's this way, I suppose. Is it too down? Guess maybe it should be this way. Then you just make a stitch here all around this blue edge and sew it onto the head. So I'll come back to you once I make one round of stitch here. Oh, I think I hold it too far behind. I should hold it a bit more to the front. It's okay. It still look cute. So I add 2 eyes here. You find the tiniest eyes you can get because the face is not that big. And yes, better add this first before I forget. So how you're gonna add this is up to you, whether you want this part inside or this part inside, depending where you're gonna attach this to, because this one goes to your phone, right? But this one you can just, you know, hang it on your back. So I just put through here, and since there's so many tail here, just make it go through and tie a knot. And it won't come off no matter how you pull. Now I'm gonna sew a nose here. Leave the tail here. Maybe something like this. So long it looks a little bit like bulging, you know, will look like a nose. If you want, you can make one more stitch. Like this. Then you can just tie a knot with the tail just now and leave the rest inside. Now I'm going to sew the mouth. Maybe here. Comes out here, I suppose. Like this. Or right under the nose. Give it a big smile. Let's see, here, here, under the nose. Because the head is just this small and there won't be any more stitches here. I can't go too near the edge here because this is the part where we sew to the body. So let's make the smiley mouth somewhere here. Let's see how this goes. Like this. Is the nose in the way? Maybe I would get a tapestry needle and give it a pull. There. Okay, it looks smiley. You have to tilt it a bit to see the smile. If not, the nose will kind of block it. Okay, now I'm gonna do the body. The head here, because the hole is kind of big, I'm not gonna add stuffing yet. I'm gonna add stuffing when I'm sewing onto the body. So after like halfway through, then I'll add stuffing. And now let's do the body. Start by making a magic circle, magic ring. You're going to do 8 single crochet into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Get a marker. Now you go to the first stitch and do increase. Increase means 2 single crochet in each stitch. So this is 1 increase, 2 increase, we should have 16 stitches in this row. Now row 3, I'm going to do single crochet followed by an increase. You do 1 single crochet, followed by an increase. This makes 1 set. You do 8 sets of this. And I come to my last set here, 1 single crochet followed by an increase. You should have 24 stitches in this row. Now row 4, I'm going to do single crochet in the next 2 before I increase. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, then you do increase. One, 2, increase. You do 8 sets of it. now the last set. 1, 2, increase. Because the head is kind of big and it does not have any neck, so when this is on top here, it looks just about right. And you should have 32 stitches in this row. And now from row 5 until row 12, you're gonna do single crochet all around, which means you will have 32 stitches as well. Just one single crochet in each stitch from row 5 until row 12. I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of row 12. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now I'm going to do decrease. This is row 13. Row 13, I'm going to do 2 single crochet. Okay, let me add a marker. This is 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, followed by a decrease. 1, 2, and a decrease. This 1, 2 decrease is 1 set. It makes 1 set. So you should do 8 sets of it, and you should have 24 stitches in this row. And you're going to use a front loop, and the front loop you put through 2, put through 2. This is my invisible decrease, or invisible 2 together. Put through the front loop and the front loop, put through 2 and 2. And this is the last set. Put through 2 and 2. So this is how the body will look like. So before I continue, because I only have 2 more rows left, before I continue, I'm going to sew the head and make the hand. So the head is, let me see, let me stop this for this in case this comes off. Because the body here, there's no exactly front or back, so you just place it here, place it here, and then you just sew all around here. On this, sew all around here. 1 stitch on the head, 1 stitch on the body, 1 stitch on the head, 1 stitch on the body, and you come out here, not like this but like this, since I have not added stuffing yet, so it's way easier to sew. Let's see, because there's no front or back. So once you, depending whether you want it to be tilt one side, or you just want it to sit straight like this. So if you want it like this, here you put through the head and go through the body, comes out here like this, and the next stitch you come up here, you go through the head. So this is kind of straightforward because you do not really have to bother where is the front or the back. Just so long as at the top, and you just sew it. Okay, I'll come back to you once I have this nicely fastened. Don't forget to add stuffing. So I've added a bit. Only add stuffing when I am like 3/4 way through. Then seal it. So now you have to be careful that you have to push all this stuffing inside. Okay, I'll come back to you once I have this nicely fastened. I just want to remind you to add stuffing. Okay, I did one of the hands, so now we're gonna do the other side. Let me show you how to do this hand. And I didn't add stuffing here because if you add stuffing here, it's gonna be straight up like this. So when you do not have stuffing, you can actually shape it around this way. At least it's more easy to bend because there's no stuffing inside. Okay, now let's do the hand. Gonna start by making a magic ring. Inside this ring, do 4 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You pull tight. So you go to the first stitch, which is not easy because this is kind of narrow. Okay, I'm going to do single crochet all around for 2 rows, which means row 2 until row 3 you just do single crochet all around. So this is my second stitch, my third stitch, and then the fourth stitch. So make sure you turn it inside out like this, so it's easier to crochet. And this is row 2. Now row 3, same thing. Row 3, still single crochet all around. Okay, now hide the tail inside. So 1, 2, 3, 3 rows of single crochet all around. Now I'm going to go to row 4. Row 4, I'm going to do increase. So you're gonna have 4 increase. Let me add a marker. So previously we had 4 stitches, so now we are doing 4 increase, 4 sets of increase, so which means we would have 8 stitches this round. This is 1 increase, it's so narrow. Wait, let me see. Oops, pick up the wrong plug. Wait, then 1, 2, pick up the wrong thing. Two single crochet into each stitch. One, two, three, four. Wait, looks like I've gone too far. 1, 2. Three, 4. Oops. Sometimes it's kind of smooth, sometimes it's like this. The other hand was like smooth sailing. Maybe I wasn't in front of the camera, that's why. Not in front of my phone, so. Ow. Okay, let's see if I have 8 stitches. Not entirely sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 8 stitches here. Now row 5. Row 5, I'm going to do single crochet all around, so I should have 8 stitches because there's no increase. This is 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it would look like this, a bit muscular. Now the top part of the arm, which is supposed to be big, I'm gonna do half double crochet in the first stitch. Then I'm going to do half double crochet increase in the next stitch. This makes one set. And you should do 4 sets of this. Half double crochet, then half double crochet increase. Half double crochet increase means you need to do 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. Currently this is the last set. Now the last row, just do single crochet all around. The previous row we should have 12 stitches, so now I should have 12 stitches as well. 1, 2, just single crochet. Okay, this is the end of it. You just go to the next stitch, you slip stitch, chain 1 and pull tight to make a knot here. Then make sure you leave a long tail for sewing. Okay, now we're going to do the fingers. Going to make a magic circle, magic ring. You do 6 single crochet into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And you go to the first stitch here. You do a slip stitch, then you chain 1, 2, and you slip stitch to the first stitch here, I mean the second stitch from the hook. You slip stitch, and you slip stitch to the next stitch in this magic circle here, and again chain 2, slip stitch on the second stitch from the hook. So I'm going to make 5 fingers, so I continue to do this 5 times. 1, 2, oh wait, look at that, let me do that again. 1, 2, slip stitch to the next stitch, then again 1, 2, slip stitch, and then slip stitch to the next. Wait, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this is the 5th one. 1, 2, and then slip stitch to the last stitch here. Again slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1 and excuse me, and pull tight, make a knot here, and leave a bit of a tail for sewing. This is optional. If you do not want fingers, your hand will look like this. Okay, your amigurumi's hand will look like this. So if you add finger, it will look better. And this finger, you don't let it be like this because it looks more like a flower, so you kind of bend it, then it will look more like 5 fingers. So I'm gonna attach it here. First I'm gonna pull this tail over and just go to the magic circle, the hole in the magic ring, bring this over, once this is over, now bring the other one, this one you don't have to bring it all the way inside, you just make a stitch here like this, and you make a stitch on the hand because it's all white, so when you pull, it doesn't really show. Then you make a stitch on this arm here and comes out here like this. So your palm will look like this. Then here same thing, just make one stitch here and pull it to the back, so it kind of like toughen it. If not, it's kind of flimsy because there's only 1 or 2 stitch. So at least we make few, one on the left, one on the right, one in the middle. Like this. So you see here, it doesn't show there are stitches. It doesn't show that I've made a few stitches, because anyway it's all in white. It does look like it's all just crochet stitch. Then you make a stitch on the palm here. Hope I do not knock my phone down. Make one stitch here, make it go to the back. You can go all the way to the back, or can just make one stitch to the side here like this, and you pull. Then you see if the hand looks kind of firm. Then okay, this is my last stitch. I made one more stitch here over this side. Okay, now pull it backwards. So now this one I am going to bring it all the way to the back. It's too tight here because there's a lot of the tail from the magic circle. It's here. I stuff it inside just now, so it's like crowded. So there you can see that it's nicely attached. And now to sew this here, this is easy. I mean, because I have no stuffing yet, you can just make one stitch here, here it comes out here, once here, once here. I mean, like this, it goes like this. You stitch like this so that it goes all around. And make sure whether you want your hand to face like this, this, this. So since you have a finger, you have 5 fingers, so you have to decide how you want the fingers to be. More to the front, more to the back, and this one you can actually shape it downwards a bit, because do not add stuffing here. If you add stuffing here, you won't be able to bend your hand. Just leave it like that. It will still look muscular, but in the end you can still bend the hand. So I'll come back to you once I have this nicely fastened, and we will continue with the bottom part. Okay, now we continue with row 14. I already add a bit of a stuffing. You want, you can add more later. So now row 14, I'm going to do 1 single crochet followed by a decrease. This is 1 single crochet, and you do a 2 together. You put through 2 by 2. Then you do 1 single crochet and a 2 together. This is one set. This 1 single crochet and a decrease makes 1 set. So you're gonna do 8 sets of it. Do share in the comment section your version of this marshmallow man. I would love to see your version of the amigurumi. We can exchange ideas. Sorry for that squishy sound. It comes from here, it's knocking on the table. And now the last row, I'm going to do 2 together all the way. So I should have 8 sets of it. The legs, I'm gonna do it separately and sew it on. Alright, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Just do 2 together all the way. And here I'm going to leave a tail. I'm gonna cut the yarn, leave a tail, and I'm going to sew on all the front loop here. And you should have 8 of it. Then you pull it shut. Then you check and see if the hole is big. I did not add too much stuffing because I do not want this spot here to have big holes. In fact, now you already have 2 holes. So you just use this balanced yarn to cover up those holes. Like this. Make it look I mean you follow back the stitch when you sew so that it doesn't look like you know, you're sewing. It looks like the previous double crochet or single crochet. Sorry, there's no double crochet. I mean the single crochet. And you do when you end with 6 stitch, you're gonna have a small lump like this. But if you're gonna end with 8 stitches, it's kind of flat, a bit flat. And of course, don't put too much stuffing. And now to complete it, I'm gonna make 2 huge muscular leg. Okay, the mouth. Because this part here is kind of small and I made a nose here, so it's kind of in the way. So here you can actually bend it down like this. You can leave it like this, but I prefer to have that cute leg. Okay, and now we're gonna do the leg. I'm gonna start with the magic ring. Inside the magic ring, you do 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 single crochet into the ring. Then row 2, I'm going to do increase. Increase means you're going to do 2 single crochet into each stitch. So I will have 10 stitch here because we started with 5 and we did increase in the second row. So second row we should have 10 stitches. So row 3, I'm gonna do single crochet followed by an increase, 1 single crochet, increase, and you're gonna do 5 sets of this. 1 single crochet, increase, this row I should have 15 stitches. Okay, next row I'm going to do single crochet only on the back loop. I am going to pull from here. You put your hook here and pull this over. Then go back to that same stitch, go to the back loop of that stitch and do a single crochet. Then continue to do single crochet in the following stitch, but only on the back loop. You see this V shape here? Just take the back loop. You should have 15 stitches because there's no increase, and it's gonna look like this. You're gonna fold upwards like this. Row 5, I'm gonna start with a single, wait, let me see if this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I'm going to do single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to do 2 together 5 times. You use the front loop and the front loop, yarn over 2, yarn over 2. This is 1 decrease, 2 decrease, 3 decrease, 4 and 5, and I should have 2 more stitches here. I just do single crochet. So this row we will get 10 stitches. So now row 6 until row 7, I'm gonna do single crochet all around. No increase, no decrease. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of row 7. Okay, now row 8. Row 8, I'm going to do half double crochet. And let me add a marker. Then the next stitch I'm going to do half double crochet increase. And the next one, half double crochet, following stitch, half double crochet increase. You should have 5 sets of this. Okay, this is my 3rd set. Half double crochet, half double crochet increase, and half double crochet, half double crochet increase. Oops, sorry. And now I'm going to do single crochet all around. You should have 15 stitches this row and also the previous row. And I'm gonna slip stitch to the next stitch and pull tight, and make sure you leave a long tail for sewing. And also don't forget to add some stuffing, especially to the base here, the shoe here. Is it too much? Let's see, I think this should be enough. And I'm going to sew it onto the body. And when you sew, you have to make very sure, because the shoe is this side. You can see the shoe shape. This side is flat, and this side has some toes. You place it here. You make one stitch here, all the way to the other side, and hold it first. And take a look and see if this is what you want. Then you sew all around it. As for the hand, you can shape it around later on. So when you hold it like this, it comes down. Here, I'll come back to you once I have this nicely fastened. If I can't do this with the phone in front of me, chances of me knocking it again, it's kind of high. So I'll push my needle to all the way to this side and stitch here. This is how my marshmallow man look like, and I'm gonna add it to my Go Spooky Collection series. So which ghost is your favorite? Do put in the comment section. I would love to see your version of the finished amigurumi. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned, more to come, and I look forward to seeing you in my next post.